Nothing left to do but start it. And if you think it's going to fire up on the first time, then you have greater faith in my abilities than I. I'm reasonably sure I'm going to have to tinker a bunch. Ready, huh? Okay. Come on, baby. Alright, here goes, baby. You ready?
I'm ready.
Check for leaks. Hold on. What?
Thinking.
Ah, damn, it's flooding. And so what did I learn from yesterday's failed attempt? The first thing I learned is that this original Motobecane petcock is well and truly crap. I guess I'm gonna have to admit defeat on it and replace it with this one, which is a brand new petcock. The second thing I wouldn't say I learned, I just more reaffirmed, is that me and this Gertner carb do not get along. It was pouring gas, once again flooding that engine. And I've confirmed that the float bowl is certainly closing this off. Liquid fuel is coming in through the actual intake. But I'm not going to mess with this today. And I'll tell you why, it's because I want this thing to run today. I've worked a long time and it's time to make some vroom vroom on it. So as you can see, I have pieces and parts from a couple Delortos here. And I think I can put it together so that I can get one good usable carb. This is fantastic. This is my original Motobecane intake pipe. And look at this. It fits straight into the Delorto. The other thing I'm going to need to do is modify, at least my plan is to modify the throttle cable, and I think it'll work. I think I can make that throttle cable, the original Motobecane throttle cable, work with this Delorto, but I'm probably going to have to chop this the bendy a little bit. This is the one off the other Motobecane, which is getting a Delorto 15 and a little micro bendy. So this is an extra one. So I'm gonna play around and see if I can chop this, put the Delorto on, and make it work, and get that freaking moped running and out on the street today. Wish me luck. Remarkably easy. So easy, in fact, that it's almost like it's meant to be. I feel so confident. I've turned it around and turned on the fan for the exhaust. think it's just flooded. I'm gonna pull out the spark plug and the exhaust and kick it over a few times and let it sit. Turn off the gas and let it sit for a little bit and get some of that. I think that bottom end has just got a puddle of gas in it from the Gertner. So let me do that. The plug is wet. It either means it's flooded or I'm not getting a spark. And I know I'm getting a spark because I tested it, so that means it is flooded. So, hopefully if I can dry this thing out, we'll be in business. 2 days later. Alright, status update. Everything's put back together. We know we have a spark. We don't know how strong that spark is. I think it should be enough to explode some damn gas. We've got the Delorto on there. I'm firing her up. Oh, it's trying to catch. Come on, baby. Choke it off. Oh, it's trying to catch. Shit. No time like the present. I'm taking her out. What you think about that? Now I gotta get the Gertner on there and make her run with that. But I'm in love with it. I'm in absolute love with it. Alright, so we've got the moped running with that cobbled together Delorto, the Franken Delorto, and it seems to be working fine. I haven't gotten it to run with this Gertner yet. Every time I try it floods the engine. I've confirmed that the float bowl is actually sealing this off when no more gas is getting in, so it's not flooding this carb. However, when we get the pressure across, it's putting in liquid gas into the engine as opposed to atomized gas. I've got a couple theories of why that might be happening. One is the jets. I cleaned the jets out with a wire, and maybe I bored it out a little bit, so they're too big and letting way too much fuel in. My second theory is it might be the choke, because this is a fuel enrichment choke as opposed to a air starvation choke. So if that choke is somehow not sealing off the channel, it's just going to be shoving gas in there in mass quantities. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild this thing. I'm going to flip out the carb bodies. I've been using this one, so I might as well just go ahead and try this one. Clean everything again. Freaking Gertners. don't know, 10 minutes or so and not a single leak. So I'm going to try to start her up. Fingers are crossed. Oh my God, just like that. Just like that. Are you kidding me? Just like that. What'd that do? Alright, let's recap. What did I learn? Well, why didn't the Gertner carb work for me? It's embarrassing, but really it comes down to my cable settings. I had the choke cable set too high, so it was constantly choked and throwing gas in there. So I had the idle screw screwed out too much, so it wasn't getting enough air in there to atomize the gas, and that's why I had liquid gas coming in to the engine. It's embarrassing, but it's true, and I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to all the Gertner lovers, because I talked some bad crap about the Gertner, but it is actually working perfectly. So I take it all back. Alright, let's talk numbers. Motobecane released 3 versions of this, a 20, a 25, and a 30 mile/hour version. Supposedly it's supposed to be on your VIN tag, you know, either as a number or a letter, a corresponding letter, but mine doesn't have any of that. So I had to do some sleuthing. First off, I have the AR10 carb, which immediately rules out the 30 mile/hour version. Those AR10s for the Dymobi only came on 20 and 25 mile/hour versions. So it's one of those two. The next way you can tell is by the gearing. The 25 mile/hour version came with a 1224, and the 20 mile/hour version came out with was an 1148. Well, my bike is an 1144, so it's like a tweener. So I'm still not 100% sure whether it was supposed to be a 20 mile/hour version or a 25 mile/hour version, but one of the two. So one, I don't think I've lost any speed at all. With the Gertner, I did 23.1 miles per hour according to my GPS. That's about right. With the Dell'Orto on there, I did 25.2. The Dell'Orto's a 14 millimeter, more air, more fuel, bigger bang, faster bike. That makes sense. Two, I love this bike. It's probably the prettiest dang moped I've ever seen. I absolutely love it. And 3, I can't wait to modify the other one. I'm gonna get 45 miles an hour out of that thing. How, you may ask? Well, look what we got coming up for next episode. Uh-oh, the moped fairy came. This is gonna be the fun stuff. I've got rebuild stuff, you know, seals and bearings and gaskets. These are the motor mounts. We've got all new cables. Got a brand new AV7 race crank. CDI. A 74cc kit. Oh man. But new belts. Here's my new Dell'Orto 15 SHA and the assorted accoutrement. Here's my new variator, well used variator. I think it's from an AV10, but should work a treat. But as we start putting these things on, the moped's going to start getting faster and faster. And I'm wicked excited. It's going to be fun.